Hello friends, it's me, ProfessorCat, and in this video, we are going to play with our friends. Today, we are going to experience some of the most challenging and rewarding content that this game has to offer. But if you want to come along with us on this adventure, you will first need to find the power of friendship. We are lucky enough to have friends that are willing to share this power with us. We will be fighting our way through the level 95 Elven Judgement, also known as the Dragon Run. It's actually 2 dungeons. In order to reach the Elven Judgement, you will first need to travel through the Nightmare Caves. Both of these dungeons have difficult areas for any group of 6. We will be completing the Elven Judgement as a group of 4, which is no small feat. Previously, Telka, Tunechi, and Maca were the first players to complete this dungeon as a group of 3. We can see their accomplishment in the game activity channel located in the official Discord for Project Gorgon. On this run, Tunechi will be our tank, using the combat skills Cow and Unarmed. Telka and Maca are going to be the damage. Both of them will be switching between their damage builds using Ice Magic Knife and Sword Knife. I will be healing using the skills Pig and Priest. All of the builds used on this run are hosted on the Gorgon Explorer website and are linked down below in the description. Our friends are generous enough to share their builds with everyone. Preparing for a dragon run. A great prize is in store for us at the end of this dungeon. We will have the opportunity to choose from a list of rewards. Some of the rewards offered are unlocking bladesmithing, raising the levels of alchemy and sigil scripting, or gaining the Pantifax glamour for your horse. You may want to make sure you meet the requirements for some of these rewards before your dragon run. After our group agreed on a time to meet for this dragon run, we double-checked our gear, gathered our potions, and congregated in the meditation room of the casino.
Did you make a stool and bench?
Yeah, I got them.
We will be using meditation number 55, which requires a violet and gives us 20% resistance to nature. Nature damage can be the biggest threat while fighting our way to Kunax the Dragon at the end of this run. Now that all of us are ready, Maca will open a portal to the Nightmare Caves for us. They have a portal for Nightmare Caves now?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, guild credits.
What are those?
When your guild completes a guild quest, you get guild credits, which can be spent at the guild roster sign.
The Nightmare Caves. The first mini-boss that we come across in the Nightmare Caves is the Imposter Spider. He is a named Hexapus boss who is taken down easily. He drops a quest item named Stolen Wrapping that we will need to advance in the Nightmare Caves.
As a scapegoat.
Good.
We also found the first of 3 scapegoats. These scapegoats spawn semi-randomly and will be beneficial for us to kill. You can find the scapegoats in the areas that you encounter the spider enemies. Killing all 3 scapegoats will allow us to receive an extra poison to be used on the fight against the dragon at the end of the run. More on the poisons later.
Oh shit, there's a bunch more shit I haven't taunted yet.
The second mini-boss that we will encounter in the Nightmare Caves is the Spider Laird. He is a named Mega Spider, but he also goes down fairly easily. Just watch out for the refraction spiders that might be in the room with him. The Spider Laird can also drop a unique piece of equipment that is best in slot for poison builds.
Last scapegoat.
Oh shit! I got a lot of hairy business going on here.
Next, we will come to the zombie section of the Nightmare Caves.
Alright, I'm gonna try to hit this one and get around the corner.
This can be the first truly dangerous part of the run. The zombies can swarm in large numbers, and it is not uncommon to have casualties against them.
We attempted the 3-man on dragon before. And we got to the dragon. And we wiped.
Was this before the completion?
Yeah. You pulled a lot.
How did you die to the dragon? That's... he should have tether.
Yeah, that was a good call. I should probably try to pull this shit around the corner a little bit.
Because Telka ate secret rice. And he didn't realize it, so he was out of power, like, right away. Because his regular food had ran out.
You died because of secret rice?
Yeah.
Shit's good. Just like Mama used to make it.
Kunchi, that was a bit much.
It's getting started.
There is a number puzzle that needs to be solved to advance beyond the zombie section.
+7. +3. Got it.
As we reach the end of the Rakshasa area of the Nightmare Caves, we can take the opportunity to fight a pair of optional bosses. These guys are Gun and Ambrosia.
Alright, we're going in. What was that? That's floor.
What happened to your hit points, Telka?
I jumped the gun.
What happened to my hit points? Gun is a fire mage that has a monster buff that doubles their group's damage, and Ambrosia is a bandit who can become immune to physical attacks. Both of these bosses are alarmers, so Ostlers and Lamias can wander into the fight at any moment. The loot that can come from these bosses make it worth going out of your way to fight them. As we continue deeper into the Nightmare Caves, we come across a room with a judgment lever. This lever will lock the combat skills of whoever pulls it for 20 seconds. It will also spawn 4 hard-hitting Elven Warriors for the group to kill. After defeating the Elven Warriors, a gate will open into the hallway full of darkness roaches and even more Elven Warriors.
What do you guys think about a new class that, like, buffs your party members' inventory?
That's all it does.
Well, I mean, it could do other shit too, but primarily just like, you know, how much do you want to invest into giving people inventory?
What would the class be?
Combat medic.
Pack mule.
Donkey?
Donkey, yeah, donkey. You can play as a donkey.
Fucking swamp ass or whatever.
I'd be donkey class.
Yeah.
What would you run it with? I'd be donkey.
Don Quixote,
Yeah.
obviously.
At the end of this hallway is the waiting room. This is the last section of the Nightmare Caves. A biped player will need to sit on the couch in order to spawn the mini-boss. This is the butler, a named Striga. The butler will be accompanied by 2 minotaurs. The Elven Judgement. As we enter the Elven Judgement, we will find ourselves traveling through forests and overgrown gardens. You will also notice a difference in the type of enemies. Notably, we will be facing a lot of plant monsters. Telka and Maca will be putting the hurt on the plant monsters with their ice knife builds. In the first garden room of the Elven Judgment, we will encounter Aubrey the Leaf, an Elven Druid. Aubrey the Leaf will have a lot of plant and elf allies that we also have to deal with. Aubrey can drop a unique club that gives damage to Toxin Ball, a druid ability. After clearing out Aubrey and her friends, we need to gather 10 of the ingredients to make a poison while in this room. The poison will be used in the final fight against Kunax the Dragon. The ingredients we need to collect are specifically worded in the quest tracker. Collecting the wrong ingredients will count against the total needed. After collecting the 10 correct ingredients, the poison will spawn randomly in the room.
Alright. Got the poison, let's go.
The poison is shared among the entire group, so it's best to choose one person to hold on to all of the poisons that we find.
I got the poison.
We will have an opportunity to get another poison in every garden room leading up to Kunax.
Ursula.
That's good luck. Ah, she had a ruby wall too. I picked it up.
Double good luck.
Man, I forgot to talk to the dude for a key.
The key that we picked up from killing the scapegoats in the Nightmare Caves can be used to unlock this trunk for an additional poison.
I evaded death. Oh, fuck.
In this hallway, we encounter a boss named Dula Badal, Limb Magic Sage. Say that 3 times fast. She is an orcish caster and can curse us. She's no match for Telka and Maca, though. This next room also has a mini-boss. This is Ladu the Savant, a Minotaur.
Just hug the wall and then hide in the corner of the stair.
At this point, we've collected 4 poisons, and that should be enough for us to take on Kunax the Dragon. With Tunechi's lead, we will clear a path in the next 2 rooms, avoiding as many of the enemies that we can.
Alright. Let's
Wait.
We're gonna go up to that Drake.
yeah,
Yep.
I think so.
This next room is the last room before we reach Kunax the Dragon. This is also the most dangerous part of the entire run. The last garden room is full of elves, drakeworms, mushroom turrets, reflecting oslars, and AoE damaging spriggan weeds. Even with strategy and coordination, this room has ended many dragon runs. It's definitely a challenge for the 4 of us, and almost impossible to think of a group of 3 accomplishing this. Our strategy is to clear out as many of the wandering enemies as we can, then take shelter behind a large tree that we can use to break the line of sight against some of the enemies. We will then make a mad dash to the final hallway. This is also the most crucial time for us as the healer. We need to try and keep everyone's hit points from reaching 0. Let's see how it goes.
Do we try to take this Drake out?
We're gonna probably get the Spriggan when we do.
Yeah. I say we try to maybe run past the Drake.
Well, there's a priest and a bounty hunter just past the Drake.
Alright, I'm gonna go hit the Drake where maybe. Alright, I prompted him. Hitting him.
Priest is coming.
Alright. I'm gonna hide behind this tree and wait for the priest. So
Spriggan's priest. Yep. Oslar's here too.
I don't know if it's hitting you, but you're still taking hits from that Drake on the other side of the tree.
Shit.
Who's got a res up? I can get one of you.
We got a res up.
Why do I keep targeting? It's not. Alright, we gotta get going.
We have to kill this Oslar right here.
I'm getting fucked up. Alright.
Ready?
Ready? Alright, let's
Ready.
That got pretty hairy, but we were able to clear out enough enemies before making our run. Now we will clear the last few enemies before reaching Kunax the Dragon.
I mean, you guys doing this without a healer is like literally unbelievable to me.
Well, we're playing a lot, or I'm playing a lot more loose, obviously, having like a strong healer, but
Oh, it's Knife Priest.
We did also die right before those steps and had to wait for greens. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like flawless, you know?
but
Alright, I'm Sword Knife.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'm not. Alrighty, I'm ready.
should be fine. Alright, you ready?
You got your food up, Telka?
Yep. Fucking cheesy. Lemon breezy.
Kunax the Dread. We will need the poisons we collected in order to kill Kunax the Dread. He won't take any damage unless the poison is applied to him, and each poison only lasts for 30 seconds. Telka and Maca will coordinate with Tunechi when to apply the poison. This is so that once Kunax becomes vulnerable, the DPS can start slapping with their full potential. Me as the healer will be pretty much worthless in this fight, so it's a good time to drop my user interface and get some footage for you guys at home. You will notice that the dragon's eyes turn from red to green when the poison is applied. This can be useful if you find yourself on a dragon run and are not in voice chat to coordinate. Final thoughts. We did it. We killed Kunax the Dread, and we did it only using 3 poisons. We have already unlocked all of the rewards from Inella, but now is the time that you could unlock bladesmithing, Pantifax, or one of the other awards we went over at the start of this video. This dragon run took us about 56 minutes, counting from the time we hit our first spider to slaying Kunax. This 4-man dragon run was a lot of fun. These are good friends and legendary Project Gorgon players. Today, our power of friendship was unstoppable. For the most part, we were just having fun, laughing together, and making jokes along the way. We didn't have to communicate during every single battle, but there were times when any of us would call out tactics or incoming enemies. Tunechi as the tank was primarily the strategist of this run. Tunechi is an expert tank. He knows the group he's in and what everyone is capable of. He also knows the limits of Cow Unarmed. Tanking is often the hardest role in any group dungeon. Telka and Maca also had very powerful builds. Their builds also had synergy together, and they oftentimes were able to debuff the same target. Their takedown of Kunax using Sword Knife was very impressive. If you want to find a group to complete this dungeon with, I recommend joining an active guild that is already running endgame content. High-level groups will oftentimes use the voice chat features in Discord, and the most powerful guilds are also recruiting in Discord. There is a link to the official Project Gorgon Discord server in the description. Thank you for making it to the end of this video, and thanks again to Telka, Tunechi, and Maca for all of their help. I'm ProfessorCat, and I'll see you in-game.